The red kite. Majestic, agile, a bird of prey belonging to the family Accipitridae, which also includes some of the most formidable hunters on Earth, eagles, buzzards, and harriers. But unlike many of its fierce relatives, the red kite has long been a scavenger, thriving on what others leave behind. Historically, the red kite roamed widely across the milder parts of Western Europe and northwestern Africa. Its range extended across Britain, where it became a common and familiar sight. Adult red kites are impressive birds, measuring between 60 to 70 centimetres in length, with a wingspan stretching nearly 2 metres. Males typically weigh between 800 to 1,200 grams, while females are slightly heavier, reaching up to 1,300 grams. Monogamous by nature, red kites usually form lifelong bonds. While resident pairs often remain together throughout the year, migratory populations renew their bonds each breeding season. Nesting high in trees, they construct large nests from sticks, lining them with softer materials, sometimes even stolen laundry. Red kites are generalist scavengers. They feed primarily on carrion, remains of sheep, pigs, and fish washed ashore. But they are also opportunistic hunters, preying on small mammals like mice, voles, and young rabbits. Injured or young birds are also occasionally taken, including crows, starlings, and even gulls. In medieval Britain, red kites thrived as natural street cleaners, scavenging carrion and discarded waste. Even Shakespeare referenced them in King Lear, likening his treacherous daughter to a detested kite. And their habit of stealing washing from clotheslines inspired the line, "When the kite builds, look to your lesser linen." But not all viewed them kindly. By the mid-15th century, King James II of Scotland decreed that they should be killed wherever possible. Though they remained protected in England and Wales for another century, the introduction of Tudor vermin laws eventually classified them as pests. By the 20th century, relentless persecution had driven the red kite to the brink of extinction in Britain. Only a handful of breeding pairs survived, isolated in the remote valleys of Wales. But this was not the end. Conservationists rallied, determined to save these magnificent birds. The first reintroduction projects began in 1989, with birds from Sweden released in Scotland and England. The Chilterns, designated as an area of outstanding natural beauty, became a focal point. Between 1989 and 1993, 90 birds were released. And by 2002, 139 pairs were breeding. Today, the Chilterns are considered a stronghold for the red kite. The success was undeniable. Red kites spread across the country, soaring over motorways, towns, and farmlands. Their numbers grew rapidly thanks to carefully managed releases in places like Northamptonshire, Northern Ireland, and Cumbria. Breeding success continued. The young kites flourished, learning to hunt and scavenge from their parents before setting out to establish their own territories. From just a few pairs in Wales to thousands of birds soaring across Britain's skies. The resurgence of the red kite is considered one of the greatest conservation success stories in the UK, a testament to resilience. Proof that when we choose to protect rather than destroy, nature can indeed recover. Today, the red kite graces our skies once more, its place in Britain's landscape truly restored.